Today we're talking about Apollo. Apollo is currently in a very good place in the meta. He's not overpowered by any means, he's not underpowered, so I figured it would be a good time to finally get this off my chest, because in the end, nobody can bitch about me just saying that he's OP, because he's clearly not, and no one can complain about me saying that he's underpowered, because he's clearly not. He's just in a very good place at the moment, and that's why I feel like this is the right time to make this rant. I fucking hate Apollo. I hate so much about this god and about his design, and I know this is gonna trigger a shit ton of people, but I really want to say this. Apollo is not broken at the moment, we've clarified that now, but his kit is still stupid as shit, and I will explain to you exactly why. Let's begin with this shit. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Give the man some fucking voice tracks on his basic attacks that he continuously does while attacking you. What the fuck? That is annoying as shit. And you cannot tell me, even if you love the character, that it's not annoying as shit. For this very reason, I will never fucking play the default skin of this god. Right, let's actually go for the more legit things about this character that annoy me now. Let's begin with the passive, Audacity. Audacity procs after 10 basic attacks, giving you a 100% attack speed steroid for your next 5 basic attacks. That means 1/3 of your basic attacks will run with a 100% steroid, meaning you can afford to miss a lot more shots, which is why Apollo is so popular among low-level players who are just learning to play hunters and are trying to learn to hit basic attacks better. Now, other hunters have steroids as well. None of them comes really close to him in terms of pure attack speed. They have additional benefits like extra power and stuff like that. The difference is they don't have it in their passive. Apollo gets his stupid ass steroid in his passive for no good reason. Like, what's the idea behind that? That's something you should activate at a certain point of the game when you need that extra burst. Nope, Apollo doesn't spend any mana on it, he just gets it all the time. And well, it doesn't sound too bad, 1/3 without basic attacks, not too hard. He actually gets stacks off his escape, the moves. So if you want to play aggressive and you roll into your enemy, you just threw a minion wave, you already got 6 stacks. You need 4 more shots, you can basically hit the minions 4 times, roll through them, dash through them, and then you have full stacks to go on your enemy if you want to fight in the wave. Well, GG. Why the hell is that why is that even a thing? Like, why? Okay, I get the idea with the basic attacks and the passive stacks and all that, but why give his escape the potential to give him stacks as well to play hyper-aggressive? I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense, and it makes it way too easy to stack them when you need them, making it basically an active steroid of some sort like the others, that it's a bit more conditional because you need a minion wave, but at the same time it's still a passive, so you get it all the time on top of that. Great idea, great idea. Then let's look at this one. So beautiful. Actually, this ability is completely fine. It's a line ability that loses damage throughout the process of hitting multiple targets. It's a wave clear. There's nothing more to it. It's absolutely okay. This is the only ability in Apollo's kit that is absolutely freaking fine. Except for the fact that it has an absolutely stupid name and it should be called So Disgusting, but that's beside the point. But just when we thought we found an okay ability, we're moving on to the next one, which is called Serenade. It should actually be called Fuck Every Melee Character in the Game and some supports on top of that because I can. This ability has an instant mess, or almost instant. It's so close to instant you won't notice the difference, for up to 2.3 seconds on an ADC. If you compare that to Kumba, who has a mess that has a up to 3-second duration, but at the same time has a much, much longer wind-up time, I'd actually prefer to have Serenade on Kumba, just so he gets his CC off faster and is more reliable as a support. How is a hunter having a better CC than a support even a thing? Now, I know you shouldn't compare single abilities within kits to complete kits, but in this case, I feel as the abilities in general are so similar, it's completely justified. Why is this so fast? Why does this not have a wind-up? Why does this not get punished more? And we're not stopping there. You'd think that's enough for an ability, right? You'd think that, okay, a hunter that's a mess in his kit for no good reason, that's instant for no good reason, that lasts for a long time for no good reason, should be okay as such, Cupid has a mess in his ultimate, and that lasts 1.5 seconds or up to 3 seconds if you have full hard bomb stacks. Whereas this thing just happens like that. No, we're not done with this ability yet, though. This ability also gives you 50 protections for 5 seconds. That is as much as building Witchblade. You literally get the defense, the raw defense of a full tier 3 item in a single ability at max rank. And the thing has, at max rank, a 13 seconds cooldown. You have a 13 seconds cooldown and a 5 seconds duration. That is disgusting. If you were, theoretically, to build cooldown reduction on Apollo, you'd basically nearly run this all the time. That's just... Why? Why does he need that much defense? You know who else gets that much defense in an ability? Some fucklord we'll talk about in another video, which is Hurr. And that's already disgusting, but it makes sense there because he's a warrior. But Apollo is not a warrior. Apollo is a freaking hunter. A freaking hunter with a long instant hard CC. Yeah, hard CC actually. And a defense in the same ability. Why? Why? Okay, whatever. Okay, moving on. We're stuck. I can go on about Serenade for days, but moving on to the moves. The moves. What a name. What a fucking name. Okay, the moves, as mentioned before, gives you stacks for your passive, which doesn't make any sense, but that's just one part of it. It also has a knockback, which I guess is totally logical that you have a knockback and a mess in a Hunter's Kit. You used to have 3 CCs actually. They removed one a while back because it was completely stupid, but well, we keep the knockback on the escape. It also deals 250 damage before scaling, which is a really nice amount for an escape. Well, this is assuming max rank, but it is theoretically possible. And now we're getting to the stupid part here. The stupid part is that we're not done. This would be a good escape. A dash that also gives you damage on the enemy and a knockback. Jesus Christ, Nemesis would dream of that. But we're not done, no. You also get 25% movement speed. And your allies also get 25% movement speed. Why do your allies get buffed? This guy is not a support. Why does he have all this support stuff on top of being an ADC? And you also slow the enemy. Hey, that's a soft CC by 25%. For 2 seconds. For 2 seconds. Just on top of that, for free. On top of the damage, the knockback, the escape. You know, why not? Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not give the ability even more? Let's bloat everything. Cool. The moves. The fucking moves, man. And we reached the last ability. Across the fucking sky. Across the sky does not seem too bad first. You know, you're that guy, you got an escape to fly around a little bit. Yeah, yada yada. Across the sky has 680 base damage if you hit the full ticks. That is more base damage than Thor's ultimate. Only that different from Thor, Apollo can fly across the whole map with it and not just a certain range. He also gets CC immunity while winding it up, which I guess is fair because it would be very easy to interrupt otherwise, but you can still abuse that to CC immune other abilities as well. He also has basically infinite flight with it unless he goes out of mana, which shouldn't happen all too quickly. You can, on later levels, fly around the whole map, really. It also will not go on cooldown if he dies before he's actually in the air. So if you fuck up getting away, then you have your ultimate to fly back to lane right after you respawn. Great. Why? Why is that a thing? Where's the reasoning for that? And then, coming to closure here, this is obviously also the ability that allows him to split push like stupid. So you got a hunter that's completely geared for boxing with a steroid, a mass, an extra protection buff, and so many other tools in his kit that just naturally allow him to trade decently without the ultimate even. He can use the ultimate in fights to drop onto the enemy and deal extra damage because the damage does not depend on range or anything. And then he's also the perfect split pusher because he's got this amazing escape or this amazing tool to get there depending on how you want to play him. Why? Why? Why is he designed in such an unfun way that certain melee characters just can't do jack against him? Like every time Apollo climbs up in the meta, I am literally disgusted. I do not want to see this character in my game because he's so freaking annoying to gank, or any kind of counterplay to him really is more than frustrating. You cannot even stop him with walls. You know, most dash guards are stopped by walls because Apollo gets a CC immune ultimate that flies him out. Hey, why the fuck not? Right, we're done with the kit. We're done with the kit. We've got covered most of what we wanted to cover. There's just one more thing. And that's this guy's voice pick in general. What is this?
Okay. Hi. I'll defend the Titan!
Okay. Hi. I'll defend the Titan! And just when you thought muting the sucker suit and hear the voice pick solves your problems, you got this. Fuck Apollo, man. Just fuck that guy.